This is Jonathan Agger for Pro Boxing Fans. I'm joined for the first time by Gareth A Davies, of course, of Telegraph, TalkSport. You got your own channel
William
as
Hill,
well.
Yeah, lots of different things. Pitch boxing, Ring Magazine,
Everything.
Yeah.
Gareth, we've had the press conference for Khan against Brook. What did you make of what was said up on stage?
Well, I thought it was quite spicy. There were racial slurs, there were sexual undertones, accusations of this, that and the other. The two guys patently don't like each other. It was business for Amir Khan when they began. Now it's personal, because it's real. Kell's wanted this fight for many years. Arguably, they were in their prime, both of them 6 years ago, so they're both well past their prime. It's a more interesting fight now in lots of ways, because we do not know who is most in decline, and it's very difficult to pick a verdict, to pick a result. They both look in fantastic shape, and I'm just really pleased that belatedly, better late than never, that we have Khan versus Brook in the UK, and a big fight with a sold-out arena. It's going to be amazing.
Obviously both older, both questions about their punch resistance, speed, power. Does it make it more interesting? And what do those factors, how will that factor in on Saturday night?
I think when they were both in their prime, you could have picked Kell Brook to beat Amir Khan quite sensibly, because Kell is brilliant in the mid-range, brilliant ring general, championship fighter, really astute in the ring, very efficient fighter. And you could have seen him putting in like a Danny Garcia-esque performance against Khan and catching Khan late, parrying and blocking early on when Khan is at his most dangerous, or was certainly in his prime. Now, with the decline in both men, it's a harder fight to pick. You could see 12 rounds of cagey, back and forth skirmishes and war and battles, but no full-on war. You could see Amir Khan blowing Kell away in the first 4 rounds if he starts fast, if Kell's resistance has truly gone. Kind of as we saw against Terence Crawford, but Amir Khan ain't Terence Crawford. We could see Kell get a rhythm in the fight and not yield to Amir Khan in the first few rounds and come back and stop Amir Khan in 7 or 8 rounds. We might get an epic fight where they both go to the well. I'm saying all this, it could be a boring point decision for either guy. I'm saying this because we really don't know. And at 35, at 149 pounds, it's a really intriguing fight, because the loser is a big loser in this fight.
Is the weight a concern if you're a Kell Brook fan? What did you see from him today? We're 1 day out from the
He doesn't care. Yeah, I think if he's 152 now, yeah, he might shed those extra £3. He might shed 2. He might give away 100 grand to Amir Khan, because it's 100 grand a pound apparently. But he'll be around 158, 159, 160 when he comes in there on Saturday night. The maximum they can come in is 163.5 pounds on just before they go into the ring on weigh-in on fight day. Brook is the bigger, heavier guy, there's no doubt about it. Amir looks very lean. He's on weight. He's got so little to lose. And I think he's more emotional now as well. He believes he's levels above. But is he? Is he anymore? We don't know. He hasn't fought for 2.5 years. He got crunched by Terence Crawford around the cojones, pissing blood for 2 days after his fight at Madison Square Garden. Billy Dibb you can discount. It was a gimme fight in the Middle East. He hasn't been in the ring for a really long time, but I like the fact he's trained with Bomac and Terence Crawford. He's done the right thing there, in my view. They're not going to give him major advice during the fight. He knows his way around, around a professional ring. He's been a pro since 2005, 2004. Been around forever. He's a big star, and Kell Brook's got the opportunity to cement his name against Amir in a legacy fight where he can go, told you so. Told you so. And Amir Khan might end up saying, I'd have beaten him 6 years ago, but I was past my prime.
Final one. Does the winner continue? Does the loser continue?
I think how they win, how the winner wins, how the loser loses. If it's an absolutely amazing epic fight between two aging warriors where it's nip and tuck and back and forth and they get up, they go down, one goes down, the other gets up, the other goes down, the other gets up, and we have a split decision and we cannot decide a winner and it's so close, they'll do it again. Because it'll be a bigger fight, it'll be more money, it'll be a bigger box office event. The loser, if the loser's knocked out, they have to accept a big verbal and emotional beating for many years. They'll be friends eventually, I'm sure, these two. They're good people. I've known them both for a very long time. They're good men. But it'll take a while, even if they do respect each other afterwards. I think they respect each other now, actually. I've seen it. They respect each other. There were nerves up there earlier on. They were actually nervous, I think. So for the winner, the spoils. For the loser, it's going to be a very tough few weeks if they get knocked out by the other guy, and it could happen to either man. I've got Amir Khan as a slight favourite, but you just can't tell in this. I like both men. I've known them all their careers. I just hope they don't take it too badly, whoever loses. But I'm looking forward to an amazing event, and I'm really pleased that Tasha Jonas is on the card as well. Absolutely. It's great to have a really good women's fight on the card as well.
Chance for her to win a world title, third attempt?
Yeah, I think she might do it. She's going to be very busy, strong work rate in this fight. She can keep it going. I think she can outpoint Chris Namos, who is a big woman, by the way. Big, strong woman from Uruguay. And I spoke to her earlier and we had a chat in Spanish. And she thinks that Tasha's bitten off more than she can chew in this fight. But we will see.
We will indeed. Gareth A Davies, brilliant. Thanks for talking to pro boxing fans, and we look forward to Saturday night, finally.
Absolutely. My pleasure to speak.